Hello, my movie news peeps. It is one of those movie days where a piece of information comes out to the internet that'll have ripples for years to come. Do you smell those ripples? They're glorious. I'll be honest with you guys, I only have 3 topics for today's side flick, but that's because I have to go watch my screening of Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning. Very excited. So instead of just telling you what those 3 things are, let's just hop into it. You guys know the drill. Timestamps in the description. Leave a like if you're loving the big news and comment down below all your thoughts. Alright, so the first thing I want to start off here with is something kind of fun. We've known there's a new Final Destination movie up and coming. Although the project has been very quiet, the last we heard about it was back at CinemaCon this year, where Warner Brothers showcased the Final Destination logo, letting you know the movie is still happening. And well, thanks to YouTuber Critical Overload, who brought this to my attention, an interview with the producer of the Final Destination films, Craig Perry, let it slip one of the kills that'll be going down in this new film. I'm gonna play the clip for you right now.
Ruins whatever you try to do. Going to the dentist, go to get your haircut, go.
Yeah.
There, if it works out, there'll be a lovely tattoo and piercing parlor sequence at FD6 that will really, really not make
George.
you
Don't ruin tattoos for... No, probably won't.
Yeah, you're not going to get any more ink, bro. It's not going to get
That right there already has my goosebumps of flowing for Final Destination 6, and it feels like they're headed down the right path. The great thing about Final Destination is it's one of those franchises where you don't really have a direct killer. It's just death. Something you can't really see, but you know is there. And death works in mysterious ways, making certain things happen to where you die in a horrific way that ends up looking like an accident. And I think Final Destination has been responsible for a lot of us being a little extra cautious with things like driving behind one of those trucks that is carrying logs, maybe getting onto a roller coaster, or heck, putting yourself inside a tanning bed. And it's things like that in the Final Destination franchise that just make you weary, now knowing they're gonna have a kill in this movie where some character goes to a tattoo parlor to get a piercing, to get some new ink done, and things are gonna go horribly wrong where they end up dead. I just know I better get a tattoo before watching this movie, because it sounds like they're gonna traumatize you. That also just feels very much in line with the Final Destination franchise. A tattoo place should be a scary place. You're needling yourself up. You're putting holes in your body. I can only imagine how crazy that's gonna get. But yet again, that is still only just one of the kills that'll be happening in this movie. We know there's always multiple in the film. I'm still waiting to find out what is the big accident. What is the thing that someone sees that is about to happen? We know at one point it was going to be a big building fire. It might still be that, but I guess we'll wait and see. I know at one point the creator of Final Destination already came out and said it's not going to be a cruise ship, so you can rule that one out. But you guys hear this death that is coming to Final Destination 6. Do you like the sound of it so far? Bringing us here to talk about Venom 3, the movie has finally officially begun filming. We're getting Venom 3, y'all. Tom Hardy made his way to Spain, where they're going to be turning the streets of Spain into Mexico. And at first we were just getting simple photos here and there of them turning the Spain streets to look Mexican-like. But now we officially have a set video of Tom Hardy himself. So what we have going on, according to locals who are watching this scene play out, is Tom Hardy stepping out of a bar wearing the exact clothes he was wearing in the post-credit scene of Spider-Man No Way Home. This lets us know that Venom 3 is gonna take place directly after the events of No Way Home, where at one point we saw Tom Hardy being transported into the MCU, ending up in Mexico trying to figure out why he's there before he's teleported back to the Sony version of Mexico. And that's kind of nice that they're having that continuity there. I'm just still curious about the plot with Venom 3, man. We know we've heard this rumored wild plot. I am waiting to be debunked because I do not want it to be true, where the movie is going to be about the symbiote telling Venom about his multiverse versions and how Spider-Man is usually responsible for his death. This then makes Eddie Brock go look for his universe's Peter Parker, finding out he's only a 10-year-old kid not wanting to kill him, and instead becomes his mentor, and they have an adventure together. I really think that would be such a crazy dumb plot. Here with this, for all we know, the entirety of the movie could be taking place in Mexico. There are some other set photos here that make me think Tom Hardy's not just going to be spending a couple of scenes there before he goes back to New York or San Diego, because we have posters on these walls of missing people. Usually when you put up stuff like this, it's going to mean something in the film, and I know Mexico can sometimes be a dangerous place, but to just dedicate your set to like a bunch of missing posters, I wonder if we'll end up seeing Venom end up become the hero of Mexico, trying to find out why all these people went missing and what's going on there. Honestly, I really don't know what to tell you. I wish I could be be excited for Venom 3, but the last two movies have just been to me. Don't get me wrong, I liked all the Carnage stuff in the last movie, but now I just really want to see a Venom fight a Spider-Man. I want him to get that white spider, and if he's not going to do that, I really don't want the next villain in the film to be another symbiote. That would be 3 movies in a row we fight a symbiote. As always, gonna keep my optimism high and wait for the trailer. What do you guys think about the set videos involved with Venom 3? Bringing us now here to the giant big news, we have our official confirmation of who is our new Superman, our new Clark Kent, our Kal-El. No! The Hollywood Reporter had it here revealed that Superman Legacy finds leads with David Cornsweet and Rachel Brosnahan. I literally just made a video yesterday about some of the finalists who were up in the running to play Superman and Lois Lane, and these were 2 names on there. David Cornsweet has been my top choice ever since I heard his name was up in the running. The guy literally just looks like Clark Kent Superman. Some people were hoping it was going to end up being Emma McKay for Lois Lane, but I think James Gunn chose these pairings for a reason. Maybe they have the best chemistry with each other. So being completely honest with you guys, I'm extremely happy with this casting choice. I think it is great. I have seen some of the fan reactions, and a lot of the naysayers and people going against this movie are just really saying how much David Cornsweet just looks like a mini Henry Cavill. But really think about what you're saying. Who does Henry Cavill look like? Superman. What you mean is David Cornsweet looks like Superman. Of course, 2 actors cast to play in the same role are gonna look maybe similar to each other. Superman is supposed to have an iconic face structure, you know, that sharp, good chin, that awesome hair he can also curl up. Both Henry Cavill and David Cornsweet share those Superman qualities. It's not really surprising to me the actors could end up looking alike. What you're really saying is these guys look like Superman. And you know, from the little bits of footage I have seen of David Cornsweet's acting, I liked him in Pearl. I actually think he has the charm to pull it off. I was mentioning in the beginning of this video, these are the days where you remember the ripples of time, where news breaks that causes a big change in the future history. This man is about to become some little kid's Superman. Some kid, when this movie comes out, is gonna see him in that red and blue suit and go, wow, Superman is now my favorite superhero. Those are big change in times. And also, now that with our Superman characters cast, we move on to phase 2, where the debates begin about what Superman's suit should look like. Okay, I remember when Robert Pattinson was cast and we started wondering what his suit was look like. A lot of people were hoping it was gonna be the gray and blue suit. I'm thinking the version of that for this Superman costume are the fans like me who are gonna want the red trunks. Okay, I'm joining it. Red trunks for Superman Legacy. You're either with me or you're against me. But joking aside though, I am curious why they didn't wait to announce this at Comic-Con, where all eyeballs are on them. The internet is waiting for giant announcements. Just casually announcing it in the press and letting you know, you super people. Makes me really wonder why they decided to do it this way. Were they just afraid it was going to leak on early? I mean, these names were already being tossed around. I'm still going back to the theory that if Warner Brothers and DC show up at Comic-Con, they're just going to be promoting Blue Beetle and Aquaman 2 because they need that to make money instead of people waiting for the DCU to get rebooted. Heck, we even had James Gunn come out today with a fan saying that we are miles and miles away from casting the new Batman for the DCU. And that makes sense, man. I don't think they'll announce the new Batman until after we get the Batman Part 2 release, the Matt Reeves film, because I can only imagine the headlines and the confused people who don't follow all these confusing, nerdy news, seeing a headline that says blank is your new Batman, they're going to be like, oh, so they're rebooting Batman? I don't have to watch the second part movie now? Okay, I'll wait for the new one. Overall, though, very excited, and this Superman Legacy movie, a lot is riding on it, man. If this movie fails, I don't know what's gonna happen, but I don't think it will. I have the faith in James Gunn. What I'm worried about is whether people are going to show up to the theater to see it. I kind of already have it set in my mind it's going to end up being a good movie, but are enough people going to want to care to buy them tickets? That's where I toss it off to you guys, though. Let me know what you thought about this Superman casting. But that is all movie news we currently have going on right now, guys. Don't forget, I did upload my trailer breakdown for the new Five Nights at Freddy's trailer. You can check that out. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow me on Twitter at 3C Films or on TikTok at 3C Films. But as always, I'm Chris. Take care.